When it comes to beef, one name globally dominates: Aberdeen Angus. The Scottish breed has conquered the world, but our own native bloodlines were in danger of dying out. Arlene's off to meet the family who are bringing the breed back from the brink.
The Aberdeen Angus, developed in the early 19th century, it only took a few decades for the breed to become an international superstar.
Does this one come from Scotland?
No, his grandfather came from Scotland.
Do you still buy some, in fact, from...
Well, we always go to Scotland, and I think my father is going this year back to Perth.
Their formidable reputation for producing top-quality beef meant they were exported across the globe.
To this day, the Aberdeen Angus is the world's premier beef breed. There's thought to be over 50 million of them worldwide. But with that success, the breed has changed.
The original bloodlines have been diluted and sometimes re-imported back into the UK. But on this farm near Forfar,
come on, girls,
Geordie Souter and his daughter Louise have made it their mission to protect the origins of this beef icon.
These books are filled with the details, basically the foundation of the Aberdeen Angus breed.
Now, there's hundreds of names in this book. Is that still the case now?
In the 60s, there would be 98 cow families.
And how many now?
10.
Wow.
It has dwindled.
I'll see.
The advent of the continental cattle in the early 70s led the craze for bigger cattle, and they had bred the Aberdeen Angus a bit too small. So they altered the model of the Angus to compete with these bigger continental cattle.
And then, of course, over the years, then the pure bloodline starts to dwindle.
Absolutely.
It was only when the Souters began their own herd in the 1990s that they realised how much the breed had changed.
We started to try and gather up cattle we knew imported bloodlines in them, which was a long, long process.
3 decades long.
Welcome to Dunlouise. Let's go and have a look at some of our Native Angus.
Sorry it's taken me a while, but your dad likes to talk about them, doesn't he?
He does. You did well to escape from the house.
And Geordie's daughter Louise is now carrying the baton.
It's a completely unique herd in that everything here is 100% Native Angus, so Angus as you would have seen them in the mid-1800s when the breed was founded.
You'll even see some red Angus, thought to be the result of crossing with English Longhorn early in the development of the breed.
Now, their build is quite unique because they're quite small.
They're built like lead. A lot of them, they're just as wide as they are deep, and what you're wanting is that big rumen capacity, so their big stomach, that's basically a big fermentation vat converting grass into beef. And it's that great body depth that is pretty unique to the Native Angus.
They're just a powerhouse, aren't they?
They really are. These are the cattle that went out to all of these areas like South America, Australia, North America, and thrived and survived.
Nowadays, the Souters farm is the only one in the world to hold all the remaining original Native Angus bloodlines. An amazing achievement that resulted in Geordie Souter receiving an MBE. And they are now exporting these bloodlines back across the globe. But live export is a thing of the past.
It's basically like human IVF, but it's in vitro flushing. So you're taking a wee 7-day-old egg, putting it in a little straw, and then you can freeze it in liquid nitrogen, send it wherever you want to in the world. In the last 2 years, we've sent 2 consignments to Argentina, 2 to Kansas in America, and 2 to Australia.
It seems cattle farmers are looking for a more natural cow in a move away from feeding grain and back to grass.
It's sort of agriculture coming full circle, that we went into big carcass sizes and bigger is better, and actually people are looking for this more environmentally sustainable cattle, for something that's really efficient at converting grass into great beef.
So the future of the native breed is rosy by the sounds of things.
At one point there was only 27 native cows left in the UK. There's more than 27 native cows here, never mind the hundreds that are elsewhere around the globe. I think it's about rediscovering what made Angus famous. It's what people remember Angus as being. They're rediscovering the benefits of going back to those original genetics.